Tone, there's some real money in the room.
Okay.
All right. What's up with you, man?
OG Percy show no mercy.
Man, that's the way my daddy cursed me, Tune.
Well, since the last time we've had the pleasure and opportunity to sit down, a lot has transpired in the news. Okay. Most recently, TTE Nati was arrested. Now, I don't say that with a smile on my face.
Right.
I don't say that to humiliate him. I say that because that's what happened. We saw TTE on a crash course. As a matter of fact, after doing some evaluating yourself, you called me and essentially expressed how you felt bad. You didn't want to push him over the ledge. You saw him headed over the ledge. Am I right about it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And several factors. I'm talking from his sister coming at him, to his wife coming at him, to his friends coming at him, to I think he pulled a gun out on people in the community. Little kids scratching. He up the tool. We draw down. He was arrested. I believe the charges was a gun charge and a harassment charge. I'm told that he has a bond of maybe $5,000 and maybe $2,000, like $7,000 total, $700 to get out on a 10%. I believe. I could be wrong on the bond information, but the fact that TTE Nati or Nadoff, as some may know him as, has been arrested. What are your thoughts? Ring, 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 ring.
Okay, we back too?
Yeah, we back.
Okay, I'm just not pulling me a naughty nine. Free that boy Nati, man. I'm gonna miss you. I'm miss whooping that ass. Understand me? But when a man ain't around, I don't talk about him. What do I think about him being gone? Yeah, right? I told you. I just had to wait and hold him for a long time. Told y'all. I told y'all if I throw a life wrap after him, try to help the man put in, he ain't even grab it, y'all. Shout out to TT, man. I see what's going on around you. Let me tell y'all what's the most important thing. Look at the devil. I didn't say look at God this time. I said look at the devil. When he started attacking, don't think ain't no way you can duck him, dodge him. I try to tell y'all people, if you don't learn spiritual warfare, you can learn it through somebody else. I don't want TT Nati to be the example. I want him to be the example. You understand me? And push P like me. You dig what I'm saying? You can push P and still get where you going. You can cause so much in these streets, but you don't got to do nobody. People know what you about, man. Time to move on from that situation. I don't wish death in prison for nobody, but I wish prison for any that need help. Yeah, they go for me too. Only when I'm doing wrong. You dig what I'm saying? Spiritual warfare, it ain't nothing but something that's attacking TT Nati right now, man. He's been hit from every angle that the devil can pull him from. He put in the arm, put in his leg, he got him stretched out to where when God finished with him, he won't be knowing nobody but to talk to but the man upstairs. I just told y'all the other day before I went live, I seen TT Nati with a kufi on his head. And a kufi represents a very powerful nation of black men. When I seen TT Nati on that with that kufi on his head, I said to myself, nah, I ain't got that on a kufi. And then I made a statement, no disrespect to our Muslim community, that he make that kufi look goofy. You remember when I said that? He made that kufi look goofy because the only reason I said that, and I know some of y'all would take it as an insult, to the Muslim community, but really it's a positive strike to y'all because I've never seen a man that wear a kufi with less knowledge as TT Nati uses. To use their knowledge the wrong way. When people got knowledge, knowledge is power, but when you get it or you use it the wrong way, it can become dangerous. You dig what I'm saying? TT was playing with knowledge. He playing with the knowledge. For you to have a kufi on your head and say, I'm Muslim, you just can't say that. We know, not to when penitentiary rules in effect, no disrespect to the Muslims, but I know some Muslims. You know, I know some Muslims, you know, the ones that goddamn me, you know, the TT Nati ones. You know, and what I mean by TT Nati one, when I seen that kufi on his head, that meant more than anything to me. That means the man got some snap about himself. And guess what? That's one thing the enemy hate to see you with, some snap about yourself. Once the enemy got you snap about yourself, they know they got to snap on you. They got to snap up. Put a snap back on you. Make you snap back. You dig what I'm saying? That's what it's for. That's not something that you see physically, y'all. I'm trying to give y'all some game that everybody been following me on because they like when I talk about the spiritual part of it. And the spiritual part is you can't fight what you can't see. TT Nati is not losing a physical fight. He losing a spiritual fight right now. That's what y'all don't understand. But if you keep looking, you'll learn something. Oh, I already knew what was going on. I told him when I seen the text hitting him. You understand me? You know, one day he hit me. The devil give you 1 million views. He give you $1 million. He give you whatever you need to make you comfortable. As long as you're working for him. It's when you stop working for him, is when you start getting attacked. I know TT Nati was doing fine long as he was talking. But did y'all see what happened? What happened when as soon as he apologized? He went to jail. Y'all looking at a physical. I'm looking at a spiritual. Don't worry, y'all figure it out in a minute. I mean, if some of y'all slower than the rest of us, I understand. This game ain't for everybody. This ain't for game. Everybody, a lot of people lose this game we play in a spiritual warfare. A lot of them lose it, but when you see it happen, you gotta recognize before it's come. The fight TT got going is not a physical fight. And when he starts seeing that, he'll know how to fight harder. I told TT Nati last week, he gonna have to climb out that grave himself. Yeah, because one thing about that, you can't help nobody else until you help yourself. That goes for Percy too. Yeah, you too. Niggas staring at me, yeah, you too. You can't help nobody until you help yourself. And I need a higher power to help me do that. I need a higher power to help me do that. TT Nati, man, I don't never want to see a person lose of our culture, man. We got a system here that can make us grow as a culture that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and nobody of them these guys had and took advantage of. We had one taking advantage of it. He took advantage of it, and we don't hear about him no more. Have anybody seen Malcolm X? My bad. Farrakhan, I mean. Hey, anybody seen Farrakhan? Hold on. Y'all heard that? Oh, me either. Quiet with the bow ties. Nati just gotta pick his head up. I'm not, like I said, I'm a real one. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm not that gonna kick you while you're down. I'm gonna be the first on the set say free TT Nati. Got me, come on, got me. And that ain't for the clout. It's only one day in. You ain't been one day out. You gonna get this on your first day out. I'm probably the first. Yeah, your enemy said free you first. As a matter of fact, I said a prayer for you on my station yesterday, a sincere prayer. As soon as I heard he got knocked up. Can I switch out? Can I catch a jet on this one? Well, I'm gonna catch the jet on Pop
Fly
Austin.
off.
Huh?
Take off.
Take off. Get out there.
Yeah, lift off.
Yeah. Shout out to them Migos.
Yeah. I changed it.
Boy, I had to hit it with that. Shout out to the Migos. My vatos I'm talking about. Y'all thinking, okay, don't worry about it. He said, I got vatos with jets over there, y'all. We take off. Shout out to my Migos, my vatos, my compadres over there. Shout out to Pop Austin, man. Shout out to Pop Austin Media. Everybody don't realize, man, when one person me and Tune was talking earlier, which I understand what Tune talking about, because I always say it to myself all the time, too. What you do can affect others, man. When TT Nati started to see that he's affecting others around, he might start, besides himself, because he already know he hurting himself. But it hurts other people. The ones that probably don't even see it hurt. It hurts Pop Austin Media. Thing. I was listening to Pop Austin talk the other day, and shout out to D, expressing himself. Shout out to Jet. He was sitting there, they expressed themselves, and one thing everybody was saying about pop outs to me, you know, Nati gonna turn their back and they gonna turn them down, they supposed to been done that. TT Nati know he ain't no good. He, you know, when I say he know he ain't no good, he know what he been doing. Cause let me tell y'all something.
Make it make sense.
God, Tune was on time today, boy. You a bad motherfucker. I've been that before. I've been that before, D. Tales from a crib. I had a partner named Eric B, man. Eric B was a good guy, man. Matter of fact, he was the pastor's son. And the pastor's son, the pastor family, y'all know they don't supposed to be, you know, showing no love to the other side of the congregation that ain't really in church like they are. But one thing about the pastor's son, when you go to church to preach to kids, you know, they always seem like they the great kids in the church. I was a gangster at church. So one day after church, one of the pastor's kids came to me and said, "Hey, Percy," he said, "I heard you be doing some rap, man. I like that rap." I was like, "Man, thank you, man. Appreciate it." He said, "I heard this song." He said, "Man, maybe I can work with you one day." I was like, "The preacher's son?" Preacher's son. So the preacher's son got me, you know, it'd be cool to be friends with it, man. Preacher family ain't never talked to me. You know, they look down on my family because of who we is. We the Denverson boys. We the one the preacher be preaching about up there. Yeah, we the one the preacher be preaching about. But his son took a liking to me. Me and his son turned out to be cool. But you know, when you around a preacher kid, you gotta act like you chill. Cause like when I get out, cause I'm gonna be myself. I'm just fucked up, but I don't know. So if I'm with the preacher kid this time, I started acting like I had some sense. So the weed, I smoke weed now. He wanna take me to the studio. Now I can't function good in just a regular studio. I gotta have me some green, puffing and doing my thing. But I gotta calm the dumbness down, cause I'm with the preacher's son. But when I get to the studio, come to find out, the preacher's son asked me, did I smoke? Yeah, but not them Black and Miles that you smoke. You smoke Black and Miles. I seen him smoking on Broken Miles. So I said, no. He said, but do you, he said, I got some good green. The preacher's son got some good green? The preacher's son got like this. To make a long story short, the preacher's son, when I walked inside the preacher's son's house, I looked up at the preacher's son. The preacher had an upstairs house. Go upstairs, he had a big old nice, man, oak red wood pool table, big old pool table sitting in that mud. Downstairs, upstairs, I was looking at his house like, God, how the preacher kid? That's when I first started finding out where the church money was going. Because he don't even got no job to pay for this mud. But anyway, he was a smart guy. Come to find out, he got a big house. This dude was so smart, he learned how to get a big house and rent rooms out to frat brothers when they come home. I said, this boy right here live. So each one of them rooms in that house was like an apartment to somebody. I said, that was fire. He was a good, smart guy like that. Come to find out, man, he started working with me. When he started working with me, the first thing he did, he put together a package and sent it out to some big music company. I think about it in a minute. Universal Music, Universal somebody. Universal had to put the music, fix a package together and see what he was like, and give me somewhere. But this dude was spending money. And he was the preacher's son, we was getting along. So I know D, just for D and Jet, to let D and Jet know that I know what y'all dealing with. Because I used to be a TT Nati. The same way TT Nati was doing y'all, I used to do them like that. That's how I know Tune don't know how I used to be, because Tune would never see that part of me. If I was that, Tune would have been stopped with me. But guess what? I learned from my mistakes, and how when I meet somebody else that I can treat right, I'm going to do my shit right. I'm not going to be that. But I met a guy years ago when I wasn't no good for myself. And he was trying to give me a chance. Universal Studios. Warner Brothers. Whatever that is. Whatever Warner Brothers Records, he was sending a package out to Warner Brothers for me. He was putting some money behind stuff. But the guy wanted to make sure I stayed good and comfortable. He said, because you can't work when you're under stress. That's what he used to tell me. So he said, with everything, if you want to calm down under stress, I stay in the hood. I'm a gangster. And then first started giving me money. I'm like, he said, yeah, man, I'm just coming to make sure, because you've been taking, ain't nobody never gave me no money to do a mother thing. But when I found out I get money, just like TT Nati found out he did, the label would give him money. They ain't got no secure about nothing, he not gonna treat money right. So my thing was to get the money. Man, I wasn't trying to use him, but I was using him. I'm gonna say it again, cause I know what TT Nati. I ain't gonna knock TT Nati for this. I'm gonna say it like TT Nati was saying. I'm not trying to use you, but I need you right now. If you there for me right now, I know the attitude. But at the same time, when you're dealing with demons and spirits and evil things going around you, they don't want to see you doing right. You got a lot of things you dealing with. That's where the spiritual walk come from. He see you got something good working for you, and he see you got something that can work for you. You dig what I'm saying? On something that ain't no good for you. He used that for you to destroy what you got. And that's what he did to TT Nati. I know what these mean when he say getting put out the apartment in the manager. I didn't did my manager, you said about TT was getting put out and you had to pay for apartments and rents and motels. Confirmation. Don't worry, I've been there. My manager came to me one day, he said he wanted things to go so right because it's the good in y'all that's trying to see the best for him. But when it ain't no good for theyself, it ain't gonna be no best for you. Be best for you to just go on. But try to give people the benefit of the doubt. My manager came to me one day and he said, Percy, man, I need things to work, so I need you to stay comfortable. What do you need? I said, look around, what the fuck you mean what I need? And he give me money every day like it ain't. If I call him, but I'm just sitting there drugging it up. I ain't thinking about it. Maybe I can just hit a lick on him again. But the cold thing about it, every time I ask him, he skinned me down. And back then, I wanted to ask him a number like $20. That was a lot of money to ask for back then. Back then it was. But he would give it to me like it wasn't. Nowadays, I can call and ask for hundreds now. Because my trust in whatever I stick up, I don't run off, disappear. I'm sick today, man. I don't feel like they could come back tomorrow. I never. When you learn your lessons, you treat your blessings different. But my manager told me one day, he said, what do you need? I said, I just want to get out this old rag. I'm staying in this house, man, me and these kids. He said, well, man, go find you an apartment. I ain't got no motherfucking apartment money. Standing in a new place. He said, well, man, when they go get you the application, find your apartment, I can give you the application fee, you'll pay for the here. Matter of fact, I'll leave that with you. I'm like, okay, well, leave that. You know how I was thinking right then. Leave that right now then. He did that. Right then, I started trying to do right by somebody. I went and got the application fee. The next day, the man paid for my rent and a month's rent ahead of it. I'm like, what the f***? I said, man, I went and did that for the apartment. Here your key right here, man. You ain't finished. I can move in it's 113 at the top. What? Man, by the time my girl got off work, man, that got little spot was empty. But I know what y'all did for him. You know what I did? D and Jet, I f***ed that off too. And I'm calling that same dude, he was paying for rooms, he was paying for this, he was paying for that. So I know what you mean when you say, but let me tell you something. People don't understand. I'm speaking for D and Jet right now because I know they was taking some whoopings on TT Nati being in jail, and they feel like, they wrong for leaving him alone. Well, just say they wrong for taking so long. Hello! To leave him alone. Because people don't understand what y'all don't see. But Jet and D, I know I'm trying to make a mess. I seen it. I used to be a Nati. I used to have managers like y'all. I'd run over they motherfuckers. I used to do Diamond Stone like this. I didn't let that sleep. I need to fit it out. Now I'm talking about Tune. I call Tune, but I asked to use my credit card. But Tune, I only use it once before I have to go back to work. But Diamond Stone, I use my credit card every other day. I know he was wondering, what did I just gave it? What? And let me tell y'all something. Other people say we're a Diamond Stone. When you do people like that, that'll run some people off. They don't get what you need to say. That man can't say. Tune let the phone ring sometime. Weak bullshit. I see him looking at me. Nah, I know what this is this Sunday. It's about that time for Percy credit card. That's my. But hey, I never abuse it again though. You understand me? So shout out to Jet and D, man. Me and Tune coming down there to work with them boys on that Southwest by Southwest. See if we can keep something going, keep their media up. Pop Austin got a good media jumping off. But when you lose Jordan, from the Bulls, you know, it's just bull bars. Go.
OG Percy.
Hold on. Can I help you too?
Hey man. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Back on Fig. Back on Fig is a podcast station out of Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, them the cats that told me wasn't no such thing as Friday Hoover Crip game.
Correct. Well, they're on Figueroa. Figueroa, if you don't know, is the street for Hoover Street. Like, it runs right, Figueroa and Hoover run side by side to each other. So Fig is like one of the blocks for the Hoovers.
Okay.
There was an issue back on Fig that had that caused up a lot of stir in the Californian community. So essentially, Back on Fig is being recorded in T-Real, one of the hosts. I like T-Real, by the way.
Okay.
One of the hosts of Back on Fig's house in his garage. And so when you invite people to your house, they know where to find you if they need something.
Right.
Well, a girl went to be interviewed and she brought her husband with her. Now, the husband pulled a TTE Nati, and guess what he did during the interview?
Make it make sense.
He nodded off. Okay, now, when he nodded off, instead of them, you know, cracking jokes right then and there, you know what I'm saying, on some cool stuff, the next day, I guess they went live and they were talking about him, and he felt like they were making him out to be a dope fiend. Like, he peeled out, he this, he's that. So apparently the guy is from Fruittown, Peru, and he's having real motion. Now, he's already in enemy territory because he's dealing with Back on Fig. He ain't no rapper, so he's not understanding that, oh, this, he thinking he going to a podcast. He not thinking he coming to a Hoover podcast, and then he's being made fun of. So the very next day, he pulls up to T-Rail's house. Now, mind you, T-Rail is like a certified stepper out of the 5 Deuce Hoover Street.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he pulls up to T-Rail's house, and he's looking for the smoke, according to him in his interview with Adam 22. He's looking for the smoke with T-Rail. T-Rail, essentially, it said that he waved the red flag, or the white flag, let me say, or the orange flag. You know, whatever flag he waved it. Said he didn't want whatever the action was. T-Rail responded to these allegations and said that he had his firearm with him. The guy says he pulled up, you know, his partner pulled up. They took several pictures by his house. T-Rail ends up calling the guy's big homie. I know this is a long question, but here it is. T-Rail called the guy's big homies. Turned out there's some people from Fruittown that associate with T-Rail, and I think it got deaded. But dude is kind of like, you know what, y'all shouldn't have did that back at that live after the fact. OG, when you hear this story, what do you make of the situation?
It was about like 4 or 5 situations. First of all, when you doing an interview, man, you gotta come on here properly, you know, aware of what you got going on. You understand me? When you make an interview, you don't get peeled up, you don't get geeked up, you don't get on your enhancement drug, then get in front of a camera. Or whatever have you. I mean, even if you know you got camera the next day, you don't gotta be a drug. Get you a good night's sleep so you be real, because when you know you got something. I say this all the time, man. When the camera's on you, it's your time to shine.
Ring, ring, ring.
Oh, okay, we back. Oh, okay. When the camera's on you, it's your time to shine.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You don't nod off. I mean, whatever. Yeah, because guess what? When you make yourself a target, they're gonna shoot at you. Hello. And I said it right. That was fire. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When you make yourself a target, people are gonna shoot at you. People gonna shoot at you. Especially in this situation right here, when you got a camera on you, the other guy that I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, no cap, all cap. They capping on you, but when you set yourself up for that, I mean, how you gonna show up with a gun for that? You wouldn't have killed when you was falling asleep, but you wouldn't have put it up to sleep because you fell asleep. I'm trying to figure out what happened. You want to put somebody to sleep because you accidentally fell asleep. I know that ain't the case. The case is they try to make you seem like you was this, you was that. But hey, they didn't do that. You did that. They didn't make you seem nothing. You fell asleep on accident, on purpose, nodded out, full of one, on one, off one, tired, sleepy, bored, whatever made you whatever lost your, what's the word I'm looking for? Attention. Thank you, Toon. Whatever lost your attention to it, I understand you take your little old nap or something. The 10-second naps are the best one. If you can make it 10 seconds, you got your good sleep in. You know what I'm saying? A good 15 or 20. But you go past 30 seconds, you sleep, nigga. You sleep. You officially sleep after 20 seconds with the eye closed. But I'm glad it got solved like men because falling asleep ain't worth nobody getting put to sleep. Bars. Let's go, Toon.
I guess the question
is, what do I
he ends
think
up
about?
pulling up to his house.
That's right. He went in to put somebody to sleep because he fell asleep. That what you said? I'm just saying though. Now you count the bar. That's all right. You feel. Hello. Yeah, you catch the ball. I'm gonna let y'all soak it in a minute. Tell Toon he gonna play chess with the right one. You know he got the coldest thing behind his camera right now. Yeah. Keep going.
I was talking to Brick Baby yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed I noticed that he took a lot of heat. T-Real, he took some heat from the internet, but not from his people.
Okay.
Like Brick Baby did.
Okay.
My question to you is, because it's an interesting space that we're in. And it gets more interesting in California because it's the motherland, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's gangbanging. Like, it's like, if you're not gangbanging, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Out here, people might be gangbanging, but it's not so organized, even though they lack structure too, right?
Yes, sir.
It's like, where's the line drawn at he pulls up to my house, but he's mad over some internet stuff, and I got a wife and kids. I'm low-key handicapped.
Well, me and Brick Baby talked yesterday, and during our conversation, I remember God showed me a little something while I was talking to him, and said that this was the new drug. And when you find out this right here, when you get addicted to this, it comes with attention. Confirmation. Attention is the poison. Other drug. This is the drug, but attention is it's the high you get with this. Your question was, Toon?
My question was basically, where is the line drawn between the gangster podcasters?
Right here.
Like, there's an expectation for T-Real as a gangster to crash out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was an expectation for Brick Baby, it was called a nap, or the cigarette was referred to as a nap, to crash out. That was the expectation. I'm sure you've been put in some situations on the internet.
They said I was the first one to stamp somebody. The expectation for me to get crashed out. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You gotta look at shit and go, it's a pausing tune. The thing is, as long as it take you out. You feel what I'm saying? As long as it take you out, man, if we don't pay attention, we gonna just become attention. All eyes on him today. Wasn't paying attention. I told that boy to look both ways before he crossed the street. Told him. Just ran out there looking this way and the car's coming this way. I don't understand it. Didn't look. A lot of people running out in front of traffic these days. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas, man. We got some guys that just came home. A lot of our guys been freed at them jail cells. Y'all know when jail cells are open, sometimes it get a little rowdy. Well, where I'm from on Ferguson, when they open the cells,
let the cell be the bearer.
Hey, they don't give a what? Can I get one? Tell them a crib. Hey, y'all ever been locked down, man, in your cell for 24 days? We got a thing on Ferguson called 2459, 2359, 2359. What do that mean? You will be in the cell for 23 hours and 59 minutes a day. What you got? A 2359. 2359 on Ferguson? It's a bad motherfucker. That means you gotta stay in your cell with your celly. Oh, God. Day. Shout out to my celly, man. Rashad Muhammad, man. Yeah. Better known as Muhammad, Rolling 30, man. Shout out to Rolling 30. He want to put blue hands on the set. You understand me? Yeah. So, shout out to my boy, Rashad Muhammad, man. That was my city. But before Rashad, I had plenty more cellies. Tell me, crib. I done whooped about 4 cellies. Yeah, it's hard to fight in the cell, y'all. When you in the cell having a fight in the cell, it's a bad motherfucker. Guess what? You're gonna fight to kill you in there because you can't get out. Ain't no running off, ain't nobody breaking it up. And when it snap. You know, guess what type of you fighting? You fighting them same you see in them newspapers. Who in the newspaper? Who? Murderers, jackals, killers. The ones that they found the babies in the trunk, the ones that drowned the little kids in the bathtub, they killed all the kids at the park, they found that lady killed that lady. That's who you in the cells with. Yeah. Oh, guess where they go?
Where they go?
To prison. You mean? Yeah. They in there with you now. Yeah, we know you just got a dope case. Yeah, you not just a violent crime. You just got caught with a possession or something. Just hey, that don't make you a criminal. That don't make you one of them. Guess what? They one of them. Yeah, and you just in there. It's a different story when you get put in these type of situations. But tell my crib, man. I walked in my cell one day and I had a city that was he was an extortion artist, and they moved me in there with the old. I had to catch me a bottom bunk. Somebody needed my top bunk, so I gave them my bottom bunk, and they shipped me off. They shipped me to another cell by like 5 hours. Then they said, "Man, who am I in the cell with?" So when I walked in the cell, the old was sitting in the bed like this. He's sitting in his bed with his legs kicked up, reading the newspaper. When the cell came in, then when the cell opened, they let me in. I never forget. He let he let it down like this. He let the paper down like this. He looked at me and he gonna say, "Oh, that's all he said." Well, he don't know, man. People might think I exaggerate on my attitude and everything when I was in prison, but it took the friendship out of being a silly. As soon as he said that, I said the way he said, "He don't know me or nothing." He said, "Oh," like he had trouble walking in the cell or something. So when I came in, he was like, "Yeah, man, what you in here? When they move you down here?" So I looked up at the cell, though. I started unpacking my stuff. He said, "I guess he don't talk either." He don't know. That's strike 2. That's what he don't know. So he didn't know who I was, but he was so busy being a control freak, running over his settings, running off and hogging when they come in the cell. I was the type of person on Ferguson, you better watch how you approach me at all times. All times. Number one, I don't even talk to my bad. I don't talk to people, period. And guess what I don't want on Ferguson? I don't want nobody talking to me. Don't say shit to me if you don't know me, for real. And I walked around with this like it wasn't shit. And people knew that. "Oh, you was that tough, couldn't talk to you?" You got right. I was that tough, knew not to talk to me. How about that? I ain't saying to that fool. That's what they said about Percy, man. Cause get time somebody asked me if I want something, this is my thing right here. This is my attitude. They be, hey, Percy, I be like, what's up? I swear to God. See, I knew what I was doing. Speaking to me, I already know they just dry speaking. But guess what I asked them off the top? What's up? I don't want to talk to nobody because I didn't ask you nothing. But I go in and said the next morning, y'all, make a long story short, early that morning I was getting ready to go to work. I am a very, very, very respectable person in a penitentiary cell. Let's talk cellies. Let's talk cellies. Everybody didn't have a cellie. If you've been in prison, you always came in there with a cellie. And everybody already know that's where all the trouble is with your cellies. Your cellies is y'all like y'all in a relationship. Y'all gotta live in there together. Yeah, y'all got to. Y'all gotta live in this cell together. So somebody gonna have to flush the toilet. Somebody gonna make sure this motherfucker clean. Yeah, y'all in a relationship. Y'all are cellies. That's the relationship. Your cellie, that's your cellie. You can't deny it. Yeah, what cell you in? We all in the same cell. That's your cellie. That morning, one thing about cellies, some cellies don't like noise. It's some cellies, y'all. Some cellies. Some cellies like clean houses. Some cellies don't like to be clean. Prison turned me into a klepto. My room might look junky, but it's organized. I got the church over this area. I got this right here. I got this right here. This go. Everything is where it's supposed to be. That's a prison character defect. A good one to learn. Staying clean. People that said they had rats in there, well, guess where they ain't? It's clean back here. It look dirty, smell dirty, but it's clean. I'm scared of rats. And I know one thing, a rat don't come if he ain't got nothing to eat. I ain't leaving a crumb for it. But I woke up that morning, I'm very quiet in the cell. That's my thing, is to be quiet. Because one thing about me, I don't like nobody to wake me up in prison. Don't wake me up or I'm going to beat you up. If you wake me up, I'm going to beat you up. That's how I fight. That's how I do in prison. You wake me up, I'm going to beat you up. Because guess what? That's my only way out of prison. And you just it over for me. Where was you at? I was way then. I was just on the south side. Come wake, hit the bunk. Woke me up and I'm back in prison. But anyway, y'all, I got me was sitting in the cell. Early that morning, getting up, and this, I put my little headphones in. I put my headphones on so I can put my music on. I wait for the doors to roll so I can go to work that morning. When they called work about 3, they already told us to get ready for work, so I'm getting ready for work, but I was being real quiet. So I put my headphones on so I can hear my headphones jam, so I can And I was standing at the bars waiting. Then out of nowhere, early that morning, I heard say, man, Hey, man, cut that down. Ain't gonna start that, man. I was standing at the cell. I took the headphones down, I turned around. I said, what's up? He says, hey, man, come on, man, cut that down. It's too much noise. I gotta get up. I'm trying to figure out where the noise coming from, because I know I just tiptoe all around this mother till it's time. Now, the noise he talking about is the noise coming off the headphones. I guess he can hear them while they on my ear. He can hear it, but believe me, y'all, I ain't got that motherfucker blasting, because I got a whole speaker box under this motherfucker. I can turn this motherfucker up with if I plug this cord in there. Under my belt. Yeah, I got a speaker box under my bunk where I made that motherfucker out of a picture book. You mean a picture book and some paper. A picture book and some paper. That's what he used. It made me, in a pair of headphones, it made me a whole speaker box. I had a speaker under it and it sounded just like a real speaker and it bumped. But anyway, the old jumped up, started talking. I said, hey man, come on man, cut that down. Cut that down. I said, look out, school. Went to the thing, first thing I did when I kept hearing him talking loud, first thing I did, I rolled around, I grabbed my mirror. When I grabbed my mirror, I walked to the balls. I said, look out, D-Lo. He said, what's up, bro? I said, man, hold me down. His mirror came out. I hit D-Lo up, D-Lo. I threw the signs up. I threw up the F, the I, the T, the G, and the T, man. I said, I'm gonna fight this. He said, when you do like that, that means go ahead. See, one thing better learn in prison there's many ways to talk without talking. You stick your mirror out and you talk with your hands and you know what the fuck you're saying. You better be smart on all type of levels. But I told him I'm finna whoop this in the cell. Hold me down. Tell me if the guards coming. He threw me the thumbs up. So I turned around. I said, look at that. I said, come on down here right quick. The old say what? What you mean come on down here? I said, man, quit talking like that. I said, come on down here right quick. I said, it's the last time you gonna talk to me like that. I said, come on down here right quick. I said, come on. He said, say, man, I ain't with all of that right there. I said, school. I said, come on, school. Quit all of that talking. Come on down off the bunk right quick. Get out the bed. Come on down on this floor right quick. Get on the floor. Say, man, I'm gonna tell you one more time, man. I ain't got. I said, okay. I think you think I'm bull. So I walk up on him real spin. I catch him. Bang, bang, up in the bunk. And he said, God. I said, yeah. I said, now come on down off that bunk right quick. Yeah, I ain't doing no talking. He like, yeah. Say, man, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? I said, shh. I said, don't get loud. I said, don't get loud. Don't get loud. Don't get loud, school. And then he got real scared. And y'all know what happened when you get scared.
What happened?
I turned into a demon. Yeah. Just like whooping up to get my dick hard. The more they say quit and stop, the more I tear up into that bitch ass. That's just me. I'm sorry, ladies. Yeah, because guess what? This just turned into a he just yelling and screaming at me a while ago. But when he seen I was a solid one, I ain't finna talk to you. But I walked up and I hit him in his face about 3 or 4 times. And dude, and I knocked blood all on the goddamn wall. He sitting there trying to say, man, well, hold on then, man. Cuz, get out the bed. Get out, and that nigga got up in that motherfucking corner, that was up in that motherfucker like this. On that top bunk in that corner. Come on. All right, man, hold on, man, quit talking. Come on down here. See that right there? That's when they know they in trouble. Yeah, that's when they know they're in trouble. They know you just, and then when he came back in, I said, I gotta go in my cell. I said, this is in my cell, I'm gonna whoop this, he gonna get out of here. Yeah, because guess what? I'm not going around, it's just like going to the club. If I get into it in the club, I'm going out the club. I'm going outside, there. I just got into it in the club. I'm not gonna stay in the club and let them beat me outside. No, sir. That's how I am with my city. If I get into it, you can't sleep in here with me tonight. That's me now. That's real talk. You can't sleep in here tonight. Yeah, you gotta go. We got into it. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Tim. Yeah, we get into it. I can't sleep around you. I'm not comfortable. Cause I believe in psychos. I done seen them all in prison. Tell them the Crip. What happened to him? Oh, when he came in from shout out to school, man. When school came in earlier that day, he came in the cell, and I was sitting in the cell just waiting too. He didn't know. Now, I do my time when my city come in, I give them their time. So I wait for him to come. He said, say, man, before the doors rolled, he could come in the cell. He was sit outside the cell talking. He said, say, man, I found out who you was, man. Man, I heard you pretty cool dude, man, because I don't know how this. Yeah, now I'm a cool dude. You tell him what happened to your face. Yeah. Oh, man, you know, I tell him I hit my face on the corner of the bunk because I didn't want to get moved. I've been in this cell for a long time. If I tell him I've been fighting, they're going to move somebody out of here. So he told me, he got up this morning, he hit his eye up against that locker. It moved too fast. Yeah, that's a good one. He got away with it because they didn't come get me. But school coming and telling me he found out, man, I didn't know that you be talking for the Crips or stuff like that, man. They told me you the man. They told me you something, man, cuz shut up talking to me. Do the same thing you was doing when I came in here. Oh, yeah, remember that? Yeah, I had to let it make it, see. But that's how the game go. But let me tell y'all something about being in a place like that, man. I ran into some of the most horrific people. Shout out to my homeboy. I didn't know what a cutter was. You know what a cutter is, Tom?
No, what's a cutter?
A cutter is a person that takes razor blades and they just cut and cut and cut and cut and cut and cut and scream and holler and cut and cut. I seen so much of it on Ferguson that I couldn't believe it. Y'all didn't hear what I said. We call them cutters. Prison ain't full of tough. Prison's full of sick people, y'all. Believe what I'm saying. When I say sick, I mean mentally. It's demons, it's spiritual demons all over this motherfucker. It's mental people. For a person that get his sense in prison and know who he is, he'll feel like he's in a mental home. Point blank, period. And everybody is sick. Tell them a Crip. Pill call. It's a thing down there called pill call. For me to be an old, I'm sitting in the cell one day and I noticed one thing to them. When they yelled pill call, everybody just jumped up. Everything started moving and shit. And got to running out. God damn, everybody was going. I'm like, where everybody going? And that was you. It was quiet again. I'm like, God damn, where all them niggas go? He said, all them young went to the pill line. I'm like, God damn. I'm looking around like, ain't nobody in this motherfucker. You don't take nothing, I don't take no, I don't take nothing. No, you ain't down, I'm not on nothing. Everybody was sitting outside, it was like the whole goddamn block. I'm sitting there about like, probably a Mexican on his side, and about a black dude over here with me somewhere that I don't know. Everybody else was gone. To the pill line. The pill line is what controls the system. The generic pills that they get them cats out from there. That's why when some of your people come home, they say down there taking this and taking that. They just guinea pig them cats down. They get all the generic pills. If the shit work or if it don't work. I never been in the pill line. I seen them feed that Thorazine. I seen them feed that well breaching to them lower tabs to them. Then they're snorting well, breaking pills down, trying to snort them. I said, man, come on, man. The young guys, man, they thinking this is really what's going on in prison, to be on the medicine. But let me tell y'all the sad thing about it, when they come home, they're not on that medicine. That's why I tell all you ladies and all you gentlemen that, you know, when y'all around these type of cats, when they come home from prison, please do yourself a thorough evaluation, because if you know this man and went and came over several times, do your self-evaluation when they come around, man. These cats be needing help too, and it's not a physical help. It's not a job. They need mental help, spiritual help. First thing somebody tell you, man, you need to get up and go look for a job, break the spirit. I just been working for 12 years for free. Can I get a couple of days off? As soon as you come home from prison, everybody wants you to jump on the job. After 12 years, at least you deserve a break, at least a week. But anyway, tell them a crib, man. RealToon TV.
And out. Real quick, OG.
Let's go.
There's something that you mentioned
okay.
that I definitely wanted to ask, because you mentioned the celly.
Okay.
Meek Mills recently went viral because in an interview, he said that when you lose a celly, it's like losing your woman. And a lot of people was like, you know, they're already saying Meek is suspect because he was with Diddy, and we're wondering, did Diddy do it? Right. Then Meek is defending himself about being a part of that community and what he's done with Diddy.
I'm not going to say he meant it like that. I mean, when he said it's like losing your woman. Shout out to my boy Pooh, man. Tell him a crib. Man, Pooh, my city. I cover my Pooh, man. Pooh. I met Pooh, man. Pooh had came off of death row. Pooh got death row, and they took him off death row and just gave him a death sentence, a life sentence. But Pooh had already did like 18 on death row. Pooh was so cool, man. I'm wondering when Pooh was in it. Pooh was a murderer, a killer. He had caught him a life sentence on death. You was on death row, that means you killed, you got a capital. So but Pooh didn't act like he didn't act like that, man. Pooh was laid back, man. Pooh was my and Pooh was to tell me things, man. I just listened to Pooh and listen to him talk. Man, I cut it for Pooh, man. Me and Pooh became set for about like 3 years, man. Man, I talked to Pooh about shit. Pooh was so into my family, I give Pooh all my mail, let him read it. Cause you know what, Toon? He didn't have no life no more, bro. Let me tell you something, man. It's cold to meet good people in prison and find out that person ain't never, ever coming home. Nah, ain't gonna be there. To talk to Pooh, when I got mail, I would just tell Pooh, man, go and read it, Pooh. Pooh was getting letters from people in Germany. Because guess what? The people in the United States didn't fool with him. He had lost all the family that he knew as family, man. Tell him a crib one day, man, me and Pooh rolled it out. One day we got put on lockdown. And we was on lockdown, guess what? I went up inside my locker, y'all. I swear I had one bag of soup and 1 chip. I hadn't made stuff. We waited for Stowe to come through. And we got put on lockdown. I said, God, man. I woke up that morning, I said, look at Sally. He said, what's up? He said, man, we on lockdown. I said, Pooh? I said, God dang. He said, what's wrong? That's how Pooh said, what's wrong? I said, I ain't got no food. I only got 1 suit. I'm gonna make it 14 days off 1 suit. You know what Pooh told me?
What did he tell you?
He did this. Oh man, don't worry about it. I got you. Pooh, how the you got me? You ain't got no fan. Nobody sending you shit, Pooh. But you know, guess what? I never know what Pooh got because I'm not nosy looking Pooh locker. I don't know what he got for food or nothing, but guess what? I guarantee you that whole 14 days, I ate twice a day off Pooh. Pooh taught me shit. I swear to God, right now today, I eat rice soup just because of Pooh. Pooh make that shit taste like a whole goddamn meal for the day. Cause when you starving, you want something to eat for real. Pooh be there, I be like, this shit gonna be ready. God, smell good down there. Pooh was a good person, man. When that says like losing your wife, now it's just like losing a best friend, man, a good friend, bro.
Well, he said a girlfriend. He didn't say wife, like a girlfriend.
A girlfriend, a
woman.
homie, or something like that. I understand what he mean when he say that, cause he mean it in a just losing a friend, man. Just losing somebody you cut for in that motherfucker. I cut it for Pooh. Pooh was cool, man. He was a nerd, laid back, and he just didn't have no life no more, man. And I seen that, and he was living life through me. Tell him a crib one night they coming in, they got me and Pooh. They told me and Pooh to go in the day room. I go in the day room. I'm like, what's going on? They shaking me and Pooh down at 2:30 in the morning. Why they hitting ourselves like they the task force, man? Man, God. They told us told that motherfucker. They said, who sleep on the top bunk? I said, Pooh. Pooh, they calling you. He said, top bunk, come here, top bunk. So Pooh went up there to go upstairs and go see what they talking about. Pooh came back down. Pooh was in handcuffs. Oh, God. Now, I've been settling with Pooh for 3 years.
Right.
Man, that's all I know to say. That's my partner. That's my ride or die little homie, man. All of a sudden, they taking him down. He got the handcuffs on. I said, Pooh, what's going on, man? He said, oh, man, don't worry about it, man. I said, he got me. Got you what? After 18 years sitting in a cell, you got to have some type of hustle about himself. Well, one thing I know that Pooh was doing was hustling. Well, I didn't, look, y'all. And I'm making it make sense. I didn't know. Pooh, you went to jail for what? What they find in that motherfucker? They said, Demerson, go on back to your cell. I go back in the cell. I said, God, come on, man. Y'all gonna tell nigga. Then next thing I go to the door slam on me. Boom. I been talking shit. They told this motherfucker up. You couldn't even tell what letter went in what mail. Man, that's some they just went through, man. Come on, man. Flipped the mattress over, took the sheets out, took this, man, destroyed the house. Come to find that old Pooh had been selling bleach. I said, bleach? Wait, hold on, cuz. This nigga went to jail for selling bleach? He said, yeah, we had noticed in the back of the apartment we been coming up a shortage of bleach back there. But you gotta understand in TDC ain't nothing but whites around. When you go get your white t-shirt, you gotta buy white boxes, you buy white socks. What better to keep your whites white than a little old glove of bleach?
He had the bleach.
God, Pooh! Pooh was the bleach man. That's why Pooh stayed cotton white. Where everybody running around with these old dingy ass white shirts like they been sweating in them motherfuckers. Everybody's shirt ring around the neck, ring around, but some got this. What Pooh had? Tell Pooh had me something low. Good, I got a visit this week. They trying to get in there, get their whites white, keep their white cotton. And Pooch had the bleach. They went on to Pooh. I said, Pooh, now I seen Pooh in the rec yard a couple of months later. I said, Pooh, now what was you doing? Pooh said he'd get a glove. Pooh told me, y'all, he said he'd get him a little old glove, and he'll fill that glove up full of bleach. And then he'll twirl that glove. He said one big glove is $5. Now, a glove of bleach is $5? He said, yeah. He said, but a finger of bleach is $1. I said, wait, hold on. I said, what you mean? He said, yeah, I turn each finger off, and I twist it at the end. Turn another finger off, twist it at the end, and each one of them little patches, they go for $1. Man, they come down at that motherfucker. Look like Pooh had You know how they be busting, they be swallowing all them little bags, and they be shitting out them little bags. But Pooh had little old things of bleach everywhere. I said, Pooh, that's a lot of bleach. That's a lot of $5, Pooh. Then I know that's why Pooh could look out for me all through the lockdown time. Man, free the homie Pooh, man. Last time I checked on him, man, he at least had 30 years in the system by now. 27 years. Free all the that I met doing free Golden Boy, man. I'm talking about that's been down there at least 27 years or better. 27 years. Half of them, some of you been alive. Half of them, some of you people been alive. Ask yourself, where was you 27 years ago? Well, these guys was in prison. And guess what? They still in prison. I try to tell some of you kids to stay out of that place, man, because you can start off young like them and end up in that place for the rest of your life too. Don't be a burden, be a solution, man. On TV in the building. We have let's rock that.
The true testament.
Yeah, man.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.